If your sketch notes look messy, confusing, or hard to read, it's maybe not because of your drawing skills. Usually it means that you are missing icons that carry some meaning. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 7 super simple icons that are pretty easy to draw. They're going to take less than 10 seconds each, but they are very powerful and very expressive. Let's get into it. Let's start with the most basic one, and that's the box. So the box doesn't mean just a box. It means a structure. It can mean, or it can refer to the container, to some boundaries, or to the rules, or it just can simply be saying, this belongs together. So basically, when you are drawing a box around an idea, you are telling the viewer, don't mix this with anything else. For me, I use boxes when it comes to frameworks, when it comes to definitions, or when I simply want the information to stop leaking everywhere. Next up is checklist. Checklist signals action. It can mean agenda, task, preparation, or some to-dos. For example, if someone tells you about a process and you just write it in sentences, it can be hard to grasp. But if you switch to the checklists, your brain says, hey, this is actually something I can follow up on. And that's the thing. So if you want someone to take an action and not just understand something, try to use checklist. Now let's move from an action to the meaning. And a good icon to represent the meaning is the key. So if you need to answer a question, what really matters here, the key is the right thing to use. Of course, because it means main takeaway, key meaning. It can represent constraints, it can represent a principle, or it can represent an access to something. So if someone is talking for half an hour and drops one key inside, the key is the icon you need to draw. I think it's time to introduce the clock. This one is pretty powerful because it creates a sense of urgency, as it means deadline, duration, pace, or urgency. Every time you want to indicate the time or something important that needs to happen and there is a time constraint, of course it makes sense to draw a clock. If you want something to feel slow, it's a good idea to draw an hourglass. And if you want to create a sense of urgency, it's good to use stopwatch. Now we are entering the thinking territory, and the icon to use here is the light bulb. This icon is all about realization. So when you have an idea, when there is a solution, when you get some creative spark, or when you experience this aha moment, this is the right icon to use. Then we are in the bulb territory. I like to use it when I get some messy notes and basically at the end of the day I figure out like, this makes sense, this is the thing. Then I use the light bulb. Now let's talk about the person icon. This one answers the question, who is this about? So if you're talking about your friend, about a stakeholder, customer, team member, whoever it is, draw a simple face if you want to show an expression, or draw a full body figure if you want to show maybe some movement, and this will bring your notes to another level. It will give them this personal touch. And this is very nice. Simply put, person icons bring empathy to your drawings. Let's close it with a thought bubble. A thought bubble is not only about the information, it's about what's going on in someone's head. And therefore you can represent with that a mental model, an idea, an assumption. Basically, if someone says, I assume, I think, what if, this is a great opportunity to use a bubble or a thought bubble. It's a very difficult word to pronounce, by the way. Alright, that's about it for today. If you found any of that useful and you would like to see more such drawings, go ahead and hit that like button, share with the others, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers!